Hey man, today I'm going to talk about relationships, love, and marriage. I feel a lot of people who watch my channel, they have often asked me about how they can get girls, or they often say things like, "Hey, we've been single for 2, 3 years, we miss our ex," and some people just say that they're enjoying the single life and they're pretty happy with it, and some people have actually had close shaves with people they've dated, but there is in every person I feel there is some bitterness, some sorrow, some incomplete leftover emotion, and I'm just trying to scratch the surface here. So try not to shoot the messenger on this one. You see, I feel it's your call. If you wanna have a child, I think you should get married. If you feel you lack discipline in life and you are not getting anywhere and the years are passing you by, you may just want to think about marriage so that you can probably, stop wasting your time on trying to sleep with random women, on trying to get laid every now and then to feel okay about yourself. You can, if you get married, another advantage is a very huge segment of your life is cut off, and that is, hopefully you will not chase other women, and you might just be able to better focus. I for one like to believe and trust people who are married versus who are not. I'm not saying I don't trust people who are not married, but I genuinely would be more invested in a family guy's life. If I'm looking to work with them, I would definitely want most of my employees to be married. And if they're in the way of family and have kids, that's even better. Because I think there is a certain rational approach which a lot of married guys have. And I feel the life of a single guy is quite chaotic, you know. There is a lot of ups and downs and mood swings. A lot of you single guys today left a very dreary WhatsApp status saying tum juda ho gayi, or you saw something like that and you liked it today, or you watch those TikTok videos in which people are very sad and upset. Hey man, I'm not trying to. It sounds like I'm castigating, but I'm not trying to castigate. I'm just telling you that hey, marriage is the most difficult decision you will make in life. At least for me, it was. I think getting married is to a certain degree death of one's self and a new life beyond that death, whatever that lays. I'm telling you, I read this in a book recently and it made so much sense. It said marriage is the death of one's self. And you need to accept that. If you are unwilling to change, if you're unwilling to die, if you're unwilling to be reborn, if you think you're absolutely perfect, if you cannot be bothered to be dealing with things like growth, if you cannot be bothered to be spending money for another person, if you have been bitten a few times by life, if you feel that my parents hate one another, I don't want to get married, that's a different story. If you come from a broken family, that's a different story. Growing up, if you did not have a father figure around, that's a different story. Growing up, if you did not have a mother, that's a different story. If you're an orphan, that's a different story. I will not claim that you are exempt from this common rule, which I'm trying to gauge at for everyone. But I would say that to a certain degree, I can empathize with your philosophy. I'm not saying it's right. All of you guys who haven't had parents, who haven't had good parents, who've had divorces in their family, I'm not saying you guys are exempt. I can somewhere understand your apprehension for marriage as an institution, but how is that in the trajectory of your life? Like, do you not have any goal in life? Do you not want to get out of the situation you are in right now? Do you always want things to remain as status quo? It's something to definitely ask yourself. What advice would I give to people who are about between the age of 28 and 33? If I had to give some rude advice, I would say nothing is coming. Nothing is coming. Nothing better is coming for you in life. Whatever happened in your past, she's not coming. If you are if you are in a boat where unbeknown to you or known to you, without your knowing or with your knowing, you're waiting for your ex-girlfriend or boyfriend, if you're a girl watching this, if you're waiting for your ex or ex-girlfriend or boyfriend to move on, to get a relationship, to get married, then I think you are in for a very slippery toilet time for it. Because let's assume they get married. I think you'll have so much of pressure to get married. You might make some certain decisions, even if they're bad or good. You may look back at those decisions as decisions of fate and time. So be the first person to bite the bullet, the marriage bullet, and of course, it's not easy to get married. It's not easy to go out into the world and meet women. Be open to those marriage bureaus and marriage websites. I think they are wonderful because there's no BS in that. You are meeting people at the end of the day who want to get married. If you involve your parents in your matrimony, and if they want you to meet an uncle's daughter or somebody, you can go ahead and meet, but ask your parents to F off a little, like back off and stop breathing down your neck. Because let's face it, your parents are not going to be there forever. They're going to die one day. And then you'll only have your good or bad wife to effing live with. That's the harsh truth of life, man. Your parents are not going to be chiding you. The ghosts are not going to come and be like, oh, beta. Like, that's the same for me, man. So, yeah, I hope you appreciate my sentiment. What I'm trying to say is that don't make a decision based solely on what your parents think is right for you. Do some groundwork on yourself. Join a marriage bureau. Go and meet girls. You don't have to get married to somebody you don't want to, but definitely, that's one avenue. What other avenues do you have? I don't recommend relying on your friends for marriage because let's face it, most of your friends kind of suck. So I don't know if I would rely on those people. I don't think everyone has a good intent at heart, man. Like, I'm a true friend, okay? I'm your ride or die kind of friend, but I don't think most people are like that, and I've come to realize that. Most people don't want कि किसी का कुछ अच्छा हो because they are so gala hua in their thought process, man. They can't look beyond the narcissistic self to actualize or wish some good for somebody else. Most people are not capable of that emotion. I've said this before in some videos. So if you want to fall in love with somebody and then see if you want to marry them, I don't know if that is this thing. See, you have to be selfish with your life. So when you meet a girl, you can tell them what you're looking for in life, but don't be too corny about it. Be confident about it. I think women will appreciate this straightforward approach versus appreciating somebody who's beating around the bush about things and not very clear in what they want in their own life. Think about it. That's all, man. I'm just gonna say this much today. I think I'll leave it at that. I'll let the thoughts simmer. What do you guys think about marriage? Are you 40 and unmarried? Have you been divorced? Have you never had any physical relationship with somebody else? Do I think it's important to have some physical intimacy? Sure. I think otherwise it causes you to feel that, oh my God, you think, wow, sex is so good. It's going to save my life. It's not like that. You have to be waqif. Waqif you have to be of life. And all of it's good and bad, Yeah. I saw a very good video today about NoFap. Pretty good video. So, all right, guys. Peace.